Yes, we are explaining this arrays of structure variable arrays of by using this arrays of structure variable we can access n student information. If you are declaring the structure variable as an array data type array variable, then you can access n number of student list, right? For example, let us see this sample program. You will see, you will read and you will display. Okay, we will try to develop it. Let me take a notepad. Yes, and paste it, and now we'll see what exactly we are doing, right? So this is a program of structure array of structure variable array of structure variable. So we are declaring the structure variable as an array of a structure variable. Okay, yes. So now I'm writing hash include stdio.h is the compulsory hash include conio.h and void, sorry, here it is there struct student is there, here you are declaring name, right? Here it is starting your main function void main, here you are declaring your, say this s of 10 indicates array of structure variable structure variable. So if you declare the variable array structure variable as a array of structure variable, compulsory you have to use looping statement. Okay, so now let me make this printf enter 10 student. Why it is a 10 student data? Because here the size is specified as a 10. So for that you have to read the value from keyboard, so you are using the looping statement. Okay, yes. Now you are reading the name. Okay, you are reading the name, clear? So after reading that, it will show. Before that we will make it as a very effective one. Printf enter %d roll number double quotation slash n double quotation comma I plus 1, I value is 0, first roll number. It will come as enter first roll number. Got it? Yes, likewise it will come. And here also I'm making control C and I'm pasting here control V, enter %d name, first student name. Okay, student name. Okay, here also we have to show as paste it. Here also it is a address, student address, first student address. Likewise we are reading. After reading this, I am using the same for loop once again to display the content. What I have to supposed to do, whatever the value I have read, I have to supposed to display, right? So I am writing the same for loop. Okay, yes. So one for loop is for to read and one for loop is to display. In this it is a displaying these information. Okay, and %d roll number, first roll number is you are displaying. Here we have to make it as a, instead of a scanf, it is a printf. Okay, printf double quotation, sorry, yes, double quotation %s, sorry, %d, right? %d comma ampersand. Yes, ampersand is not required now, it is, that's all. Okay, here printf percentage s of I name. Okay, here printf percentage of s. Okay, yes, you are displaying roll number. Okay, first roll number is, you are displaying the roll number. If it is required, first student name is this one, right? Likewise it will be displayed. Okay, it will be displayed. Clear? Yes, let me make here /n slash n and slash n. Okay, clear? Yes. So this is to read the values from the keyboard. This for loop is for read and store from the keyboard whatever you have read and stored it to display. We are writing this for loop. Okay, yes. Now get ch. Yes. Now let me save it. Save as already student is there. This is array of structure variable, right? Array of structure variable. So for this what we have to supposed to do, let me give student dot c. I'm giving student dot c, no problem. Okay, and minimizing this, I'm opening my editor. Start turbo c++ and open, what is the name of a file? Student.c, right? Student.c. So this is our program. Yes, let me compile it. Alt F9. There is 6 errors. Only 6 errors are exist. Let us see what is that statement missing. Yes, here please observe, statement missing means a semicolon missed. Here also semicolon missed. Here also semicolon missed. Right, let us save and compile it. When 3 errors are there, here the statement missing. Please observe, here also statement missing, here also statement missing, here also statement missing. Right, save it. F2, enter, Alt F9, compile, Control F9, run. Okay, it is asking enter 10 student data. Enter first roll number. I am entering 101. Enter first student name Praveen. First student address Shirva. Enter second roll number 102 Naveen Manchakal. Okay, 103, it is asking student name Suresh. Next address Belman. Okay, 104, fourth student name is some XYZ, and student address is Katpadi. Okay, fifth student name 10C5, and student name is some, and address is some Belapur, and 106 student name some II, and student address is Mallar. Okay, 107 student name some TPP, address is some Kapu, and 108. Right, likewise I can enter 10 student information. Okay, I'm giving some EE. Student address is some Uliyargoli, right, or else Jantra. Okay, roll number 109, it is student name some YYY, some Mundupur. Okay, 110 student name some TTT, some Pilar. Yes. So afterwards it is to supposed to display, it is accepted, but it has not displayed. Right, why we have to see now. It is to supposed to display, but it has not displayed. Let me check Alt F5. So enter 10th student address, enter. If I press that, it has to display, right? It has not displayed. Why? Let me check here. Printf I'm displaying as it is. modifying, little modifying. Okay, printf, this is, what is that, roll number, slash t name slash t address slash n. printf, as it is I'm printing, slash n. No. Yes, now you are writing this for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. You are displaying not required, these are not required. I'm removing this, only I'm printing %d slash t percental, within one line of a statement I will finish percentless slash t percental yes. Okay, so ampersand roll number, afterwards first information slash n. That's it, we don't need this. I will cut it. Please observe, now I am within a one line. What I am doing, I am displaying s of I dot name comma s of I dot address. That's it. Now let us check. Yes, here it is a mistake. Get ch is, no, we have to close here, right? That is a save, and instead of whether 10 is required, let me make it as a 5. Okay, I will take only simple for understanding, I will make it as a 5, otherwise I have to enter 10 information. I will make it as a 5, and here also 5, just for our understanding purpose. I am saving, compiling and running. Now you just observe here, enter, actually it's 10 student data is there, actually we have to enter only 5 student. Okay, enter roll number 1, some EAE, some Kapu, some 2 BBB, Mallar, some 3 CCC, address is Belapu, some 4 student name is DDD, address is Cheppade, number 5 student name is some EE, and address is Chandranagar. Got it? Yes, it is displaying, right? 1 2 3 4 5, it is displaying. All program termination has happened here. Okay, clear, but it is showing some improper output after the 5. Why it is? Yes, here we made enter student data, it doesn't require 10 student data. So why it is displaying improper output means, please observe here, we have given here it is a 10, it is only 5, right? Okay, if I made a 5, now it will work. Let me compile, and just a minute, here take slash t 3 slash t. Okay, here also 3 slash t. That's it. Now let us check. Okay, let's save it. Now compile it and run it. Now it is asking for 1 EAA, some Mallar, 2 Bellman, 3 4 5 0. Got it? Likewise it is displaying. Clear? Yes. So that is the usage of arrays of structure variable. Arrays of structure variable. Okay, yes. So we will see how to initialize the arrays of structure variable. If you want to initialize the arrays of structure variable, we have to follow this syntax. Here the syntax is given, so this is syntax we will follow. Okay, this is the syntax of arrays of structure variable. Struct is the keyword, structure name is the name of the structure, and variable name, and with the size it is followed by first values of list element comma list of value of second element comma and so on. Okay, so likewise you are using open curly brace, closing curly brace, compulsory terminated with semicolon. For example, let us see here we are having struct student. Student is the name of the structure, is a array of a structure variable you have declared here, and now you are doing here first element. What is this? The first element number 1 Shantilal Ahmedabad. This is the first student information, and comma afterwards you are starting second student information within flower bracket, and flower bracket ends, right? So here it is started, here it is ended, and it is terminated with semicolon. Now we will see accessing of structure array of structure element. So here already we have done that program. We will see here is observe structure variable name index dot member variable name. So your index is either 0 or so on. So here in the last program we have seen all these information, right? Here we have seen, right? Here s of 0 is the index. Whenever I become your increment, it become 1, right? So likewise you are accessing array of structure element. So this is the syntax you are following. Struct, actually struct, not as a structure, struct variable name index dot is struct structure name variable name of index dot member variable name. Okay, suppose if I want to access roll number, how to access this? S dot roll number of s of I will come. Okay, s of I dot roll number, s of I dot s name, s of I dot age. So likewise you can access. So now here we will see one example. What is this example? We will see. Okay, I am copying. Let me copy, and I'm taking new file and I'm pasting. Let us see. Write a program to initialize some numbers of same numbers of any array. It is actually same, not some numbers of any array of a structure. Display the content of all structure. We have to assign and we have to display. Now I'm taking the structure as college. What is the structure? It is college. Okay, struct college, and here I am declaring the member variables. What are the member variables? Long int roll number, int age, character, sex, it may be either male or female, and float height and float weight. Okay, so here your structure ends, and I'm starting our main function. In the main function I'm initializing. Please observe here, this is the initialization, you will identify. Likewise you can easily identifiable. Okay, yes. Now first I'm creating the structure array variable and I'm initializing. Struct is the keyword, college name of the structure, and student is the structure variable, and it has declared with square brackets, hence it is array of structure variable, and your assignment operator. And now you are writing this open curly brace and closing curly brace, means you are initializing the value. Now what are the values you are initializing? For your long roll number, you are assigning long roll number as 95001. For your age it is 24, and for your sex it is M. So M indicates male. Okay, and here height 167.95 is there, and you are making that 167.9 height, and 56.7 is weight. So this is the first student information you are initialized, and next element is, you just observe here, this is the second student information and this is the third student information. Okay, yes. So these values are related to these variable declarations. Okay, and here it is also third one is there, and here is also there. And now we are writing for loop. If you are taking the array of a structure variable, then compulsory we have to use for loop. For int I is equal to 0, I less than 3 condition true. If the why it is only 3, because we have initialized only 3 values, right? It must be terminated with semicolon. If you are not specified the semicolon, then it will give an error. Okay, now content of structure, it is displaying I plus 1. Content of %d structures, actually I plus 1, we will see what it will happens. I'm displaying the roll number is a %d roll number I am displaying. Next I am displaying the age is %d age, and sex it is character, so that is why it is taking as %c, not as an is, it is a %c. Okay, and student I have dot sex, variable is a sex, right? Hence it is displaying sex. And next is weight is a float, so we are displaying the student of I dot weight. I is always 0. Now initially it is 0, afterwards it will be incremented, right? Now it is height, and you are displaying the height. And next you are displaying this information. So how long this for loop will be execute? First it is 0, 0 plus 1 is the first content it is displaying, right? %d content, please observe here, %d content of structure, first content of structure, it will show like that. Okay, now afterwards you are displaying the roll number, age, as well as the sex, height and weight. That's it. So after the first value it will come to the second, right? I value will be 1 plus 1, it is displaying the second student information, that is these information will be displayed. When afterwards I increment, and now it will come to the 2 less than 3 condition true, 2 plus 1 it is a 3, it is displaying the third student information, that is the third student information is this one, right? So this for loop will be executed, right? Let me save it and give it as a student 1.c, and come here and F3 student 1.c, and now compile it. It consists of 3 errors. Let us see what is the expression syntax. Here it is not supposed to do, right? So it should be always declare here int I and clr here. Okay, save it, compile it, there is no error, run it. If you run it, first content of structure it is displaying, second content of structure is displaying, third content of structure is displayed. So these values are initialized, hence it will work like this. Let me show the sequence of execution. It starts from the main function, whatever the value you initialized it will be taken, and it is displaying the content, right? Afterwards the second student information, afterwards the third student information, afterwards it is a display. Got it? So likewise it will be evaluate. Okay, yes. Now we will explain this further topics. Let me explain these topics, these programs I will explain. Okay, that's enough. First program is enough, you can skip this second program, you can skip this second program. Okay, not at all a problem. First program is enough, that is initial accessing of array elements as well as and arrays of structure we have learned. So you need not to be bother about second program. Okay, and we will go to the next topic is arrays within structure in the next class.